Okay, there. That should work. Had a bit of technical difficulties because the game that I decided to play today did not want to work. However, I shall be back very shortly because I decided I was going to use the restroom and then work on technical difficulties, but I ended up doing this in reverse, so I'll be right back. Okay. I think we're good. That's all done. I have a few stories to say before we fully get into this game I have prepared today, but make sure everything's working. Oop. Yep, there we go. Okay. I'm playing fucking Caves of, I want to say Quid, because I've always wanted to call the game Quid. But some people have pronounced it as Cud, and that just, I don't know. Because then I think of cows and like chewing the cud, and I'm just like, No. Okay, story time, story time. I'm gonna put my mask on for this. Z, there we go. And also let me make it so I can actually look at chat. There we go. You know, it feels weird because now I can't see my model. I need like a third monitor for this shit. Anyway. We do a proof of something real quick with my OBS. I'll very gently move this slightly. There's the stupid little Dromance certificate to show how much I do enjoy my caves of Quid. I have to do a weird thing so that I can even have the stream pulled up because a normal process didn't want to work. So right now it's in window to full screen with that monitor being display captured. Because that's the only way I got that to work. Because the normal window capture just was like, "Now go fuck yourself." Now it's annoying. Anyway. Story time. So, I am dealing with a bit of food poisoning, you see. And, this all started 2 days ago, I believe. What day is it? It's Friday. Okay, so Wednesday. It was supposed to be my day off because I'm on, like, limited duty with the military and dealing with, I'm constantly in pain and taking medications and stuff like that. Anyway, I don't have a car because car expensive, and I get to work on a bike. And I usually have either Wednesday or Tuesday and Thursday off of work, as well as weekends. And then, so Wednesday was supposed to be my day off. I show up. No, I don't show up. I wake up. I call for muster because I have to call to be like, yeah, I'm still alive. I haven't fucking killed myself or something. Because that's in the kind of situation I'm in where there's people that are at a very high chance of, doing that. Of checking out, as it will. And, I call and he's like, hey, yeah, I got yelled at yesterday, so I'm going to have everyone come in today. Fuck. So my crippled ass, I use my bicycle as like a mobility aid, as in, I cannot run anymore. Unless I am like absolutely hopped up on adrenaline or some sort of painkillers that is stronger than fucking ibuprofen, for example. Because ibuprofen doesn't do shit. If I run, I'm going to feel like my knees are trying to disassociate themselves from the rest of my body. Destructively, I might add. So, I get called this at 7:30. I usually get to work via fucking ferry. And now I'm like, okay, shit. My best method of getting there is to Uber to base and then walk my happy ass there. So what happens is that I fucking waddle my ass all the way to the office. Because I had already biked several times this week and I had a waddled run that I had to do on the weekend when they called me in for a watch to replace someone else. So my body's in pain, okay? This is the setup. My body's in fucking pain. I was going to spend that day as a way to heal. I get called in. I show up to base and then I waddle myself to the door, to the office. Because my knee's crunchy and everything hurts. By the time I'm absolutely pissed and I am ready to like throw shit and beat a motherfucker. By the time I get there, I'm like, and I sit in the chair and I'm just like, I completely forget. I'm no longer angry. I'm just like, pain. So and I'm like dripping with sweat, even though I didn't even run at all for like the past mile and at maybe 2 miles. And all I did was hobble walk my way to the office, but I'm dripping with sweat. And then they're like, "You okay? You look like you're dying." I'm like, "Huh?" Because I have that autism to where pain does not where I have a really high pain tolerance. So even though I look like shit, I feel like shit, I'm just kind of like dealing. I'm just kind of like, this is just how life is right now. And then I asked my buddy, I'm like, I need a ride home. I'm like, I can't you just drive me home? So I do that. Then I get home and then I am in extreme physical pain. My body's probably all stressed the fuck out with all kinds of weird whack adrenaline and shit. And then I go up to my fridge and I pull out a Marie Callender's mac and cheese and throw that in the microwave. And I'm like, I'm hungry. Oh yeah, right. The audio is still playing. Whatever, it's fine. It's good background music for the moment. And then, so I eat the Marie Callender's. The next day, I wake up at like 3 a.m. and shit, my brain's out. Once. Get ready for work. Shit, my brain's out again. And then get on my bike and then go to work. I get to work. I wait for a minute. At our first break, I go. Shit, my brain's out a third time. A fourth time. Etc. I get home. And do it again. And I'm fucking suffering at this point. I have a light fever, a bit of chills, and I am shitting constantly. Like, once every hour. I did this up to 12 times. And at the end, man, it fucking burned me. And all this to say, I have a food poison the fuck. And the anxiety and stress from the day before probably did not help. And all this just to say this one line. This one line. Marie busted my ass out. Okay. Anyway, so yeah, that was the one I had to go deal with a little bit before I started stream. We're close to that. Anyway, we're playing Caves of Cud. Now, like 10 minutes into me ranting about my physical fun that I had for the past 2 days, there's totally not too much information for anyone who's just tuning in and being like, who the hell is this guy? Why is he talking about shitting himself and getting his ass busted out by Marie? Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. Marie's my sister. Anyway, moving on. Caves of Cud. What I decided to start streaming today is because I wanted to start streaming this yesterday. However, the things happened. You see, some things happened that I might have just been going on about for a 10-minute rant. So instead of doing it today, instead of the Fate stream, I'm like, whatever. So I don't know how long this series will be of me playing Caves of Quid, because this is a game that I could easily see myself playing. Like, you could just keep going and going. It's kind of like a Minecraft or like a Binding of Isaac, in the fact of the rogueliteness and how big the world is and the expanses of the. As long as you have a goal, you can just kind of go do stuff. And you're only really done with the game when you kind of give up on things to do, or like you run out of stuff to do. And that's kind of can be said for all games, but like this, when an open-ended sandbox type shit, this is what I mean. And this is a sandbox roguelike game. graphics are, well, just little cute little silly pixel things. And so it's a lot of it's going to be, left up to your fucking imagination. However, I have aphantasia and therefore still like it for some reason. I don't know. It is slightly appealing. So at first glance, this game will definitely look like, what the fuck is this shit? So this is how do I say this? This is one of those heavy autism games. This is one of those, yeah, this is one of those fucking autism games. Yes, that's a good explanation. And the reason I wanted to stream it is because it fucking came out. This game has been in development for so long. I heard about it so many years ago. I only started playing it like a year, two ago, something like that. Anyway, it finally fully released. That's why I'm going to start streaming it. That's why I have that little fucking drum metal thing in the corner, because I'm like, yes, I enjoy my caves, even though I spend like 1/10 of the maybe of the time in the game actually in a cave. And I'll have fun like explaining details of how this funny little tism game works and what I'm doing. And I will just be playing as one half of the character options available to me, so that they can actually get into the game and learn about their own little silly, stupid stuff that they can do themselves. Because I'll be playing in a very specific way. So if you want to know how to actually play the other ways, you would actually have to do it yourself. And I actually don't know how long, like I said, how long I can actually play this game. I'll probably just do it, complete the quote-unquote main story, which you could fuck up, by the way. It's kind of like, what is it? What's the game? Oblivion? Is it Oblivion? Or was it Morrowind? You can kill a character and destroy your fucking Weave of Fate and continue in the world of blah blah blah, that thing. Or you can just end the game. There's a few different endings, I believe. And that. But it's definitely very much, you can do whatever the fuck you want. You have to pay attention to the story, and you can still do some wild shit and kind of make up your own thing, because it is very sandbox game, and the history is also uh, generated randomly, and the towns also generate randomly. The other thing that is guaranteed is potentially the main village, Joppa. The main story is always going to kind of be a constant there as a potential thing to go do. And very few set pieces to lead up to that story is also going to be the same. Outside of that, fucking everything's different. Literally everything is different. So I'm going to start new game, and they at least have a tutorial now for any new people to play this game. We have classic, where you're permanent death, in case you want to play like that. Because I am fucking retarded, okay, I'm going to play roleplay so that I can load. Because if I don't, this is going to be a very, very short stream. This is it would also be a lot of me cussing and ranting and not getting very far. Because I'm going to be constantly scared of actually doing anything fun. And I'd be going so slow that it'd be like, what the fuck are you doing? So I'll just leave Classic up to y'all, and I'll probably just play like permadeath on my own. Also, there's an interesting mode of Wander, which is everything's neutral, and you don't kill things, you just run around. Which is also kind of neat as an option. So I'm going to do roleplay. And we got presets of like who you want to be. So we have mutated humans, we have true kin. So you're fucking mutant fuck or cyberpunk bullshit. I got those little sprites of characters. The Trigger's got these three. So, which is interesting, but you can also just make your own character, which then New Kin has like, oh, there's all these other things you can pick. And mutated humans, all these you can pick. It's actually more even when you actually go into character creation than presets. That said, I'm going to go with mutant because my avatar, essentially. And I'm going to kind of roleplay Avion into the game as best as I can. If it's going to just be like the starting point is uh, as my vtube self be, and then after that it's going to go oh fucking balls to the walls. Who the fuck knows what's going to happen? And reputation is just kind of like a faction reputation. It depends on what how things in that faction treat you. So, like, if it's neutral, they're not going to attack you. If it's bad, they're going to attack you. You know, that kind of thing. So I'm going to pick human. And then all these things that would definitely overload your brain if you didn't know what the fuck each thing is, kind of. So probably it would be best for you to start with like a... If you didn't want the autism to just kind of sit for a few hours and figure things out, to just pick a preset and then go run around and just fucking do things till you figure it out. Because there do be that learning curve. So, our mutant. I'm going to pick a Tinker. Uh, because that seems like the closest thing to be something that is like me that is like has to deal with electronics. And thinking. Because I don't really know if there would be one here that would be more of like a jester type thing, unless that was the Archronaut because of acrobatics. But my bones, shit, I cannot acrobatic. And unless you melt me down and rebuild me. Okay, so Tinker. And now, here we got our mutations that we can select because we're not fucking human at all. Truekin, the cyberpunk boys, do not have access to this, but they're also considered like a member of royalty. So they have access to other things like cybernetics and body modifications that way. So we have Chimera, which is only physical mutations, Esper, which is only mental mutations, and Unstable, which is just kind of fucking random. Usually not good to use Unstable. But I'm going to grab Chimera, which will delete all of these fucking magic options. And some of these mental defects are terrifying, actually. I'd say the most terrifying one is like Evil Twin. And, yeah, we'll say just Evil Twin. Evil Twin is like fucking terrifying, because then you could become like a super god, and then your Evil Twin shows up, and you're like, oh, Jesus Christ. If you become nigh unkillable, and then your evil self shows up and is also nigh unkillable, you're gonna be in for a bad time. I will fix some physical defects. I do... I'm not albino. I don't think a seal counts as amphibious. My bones are not brittle, just my fucking joints are. Just my extremities are cold. I wonder if I could go with cold-blooded. I definitely need glasses. That autism pain I was talking about earlier, so we gotta get Nerve Poppy. I don't really have many allergies, so well, all of my allergies are like mild and fucking whack as shit, so I'm not really gonna grab tonic allergy. Uh, your base quickness is reduced. You know what? Let's go with cold-blooded because I do have that issue with cold. And actually, now that I'm thinking about it, that I am feeling inside of just right here, sitting down at my desk, I can feel that my hands are cold, and I'm going to put on some gloves real quick to try and delay nerve damage, essentially. Where the fuck are my gloves? Un momento, por favor. Gloves, gloves, gloves. I found them. I really need to wash them because they're my winter biking gloves and they smell like shit from sweat. But you know what? Oh well. One glove. There we go. I got the gloves. So hopefully my hands warm up. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah, I guess click gold blooded. Uh, more damage from bludgeoning. You don't really fall often unless you're absolutely retarded. You're not gonna fall often. But I could pick this just to make memes of the fact that my joints absolutely hate me. Probably not. Tibius. Hmm. I could pick this just because it requires me to drink more water, and I generally, as a large, tall individual, drink a lot of water. And the only thing I have, I'm not actually albino. The only thing that could even make me want to click this is the fact that I have medication that I take that makes me uh, have to avoid sunlight. Anyway, I think we're good there. I think that's all of my true to life defects here. Anyway, so uh, my avatar is a chimera, and this is one of the things where I'm explaining what Avion is here. So if I actually zoom out, you'll see that I am in a like in Jack in the Box, and hey, mask. So this is a character uniform that's probably just been kind of like created over time and has kind of evolved over the years that I've had since I was like 12. And the hoodie barely has any resemblance to what it used to be from a fucking Minecraft skin I got from Miners Need Cool Shoes back when I was also 10 or 13. So the gray skin on Avion is because they are, as a chimera, is a combination of three animals, and it's usually like a bird, a lion, I think, and a goat. So, so with Avion, because I'm born in California, a lot of these are actually based off of stuff from California. So the bird is a fucking uh probably a, I remember it was like a, this was the one thing that was not California. I just picked like I think a 9 gallon, that's why it's brown. Relatively, I also think pigeon. Pigeon would probably be a good one to think of what the bird is. And you're like, oh, but pigeons are great. Actually, some pigeons have a recessive gene where you see them and they're actually like they're a brown pigeon. So there we go. There's our chimera wings from a fucking pigeon. My skin is gray because of like a seal, and there's lion seals, and I'm like, yeah, that works for a chimera. So actually, Aegon does not have ears. There's just ear holes. If I were to actually remove the headset and lift the hair of my character, there's fucking ear holes. And then right here, actually, right here, that's looking at like a belt. It's got this diamond pattern on it because that's fucking snake skin. And like how the Chimera has like a snake tail that, well, this character does have snake tail. It's just wrapped around my waist. and it's actually a California king snake. That's why it's black and white, and some of them have black and white and red, but snakes eat snakes. And then I got the wings, and it's looking like a kind of like a little cape to the jester thing. Yeah, we got wings, and then we got a snake tail, and yeah, it's pretty much mostly the important thing I was trying to explain here. Put myself back down. Okay. There. Okay, I think it's good. Okay. Back to the game. I am oddly excited today. Oh, well, it's good. I was thinking also because the last time I streamed, I had like a one nice little chatter boy. I completely forgot their name. Holy shit! I could remember. I can I cannot remember. Whatever. Me and Homeboy were chatting a lot about Fate, and that got me to think. Also, in that same day, I had several people type of the kick, but they were mostly just kind of like copy paste, promote self, and then left. And I'm like, you. So I didn't really make too much note of it. But then the person that showed up and they talked about for the Fate was like chilling for a while. I'm like, yes, awesome. Holy shit, a person. Okay, Teve, I can now bounce back and be like, yeah, person. And then instead of just talking to myself like an absolutely insane person like I am now. But that was awesome. And whenever like moments like that happen, I'm reminded that yeah, I very much would like enjoy doing the stream thing that I'm trying to do, because that is those are the moments where I'm like, oh yes, yes, I do enjoy doing this. Um, with that said, I'm also thinking, do I just mention chat even though chat does not exist? Do I go the full schizophrenic route? And while I'm talking to myself, just talk to myself and mention chat, even though there is no chat. Chat does not exist. I'm not popular enough for a chat, so do I just schizo the fuck out for a chat? And just pretend chat's here, even though there is no chat, and it's just silently me in my room by myself. I think yes. I think we go full schizo. Did I just say chat? Just in reference to the fact that there's no one here, but just talking to myself. Anyway, back to what I was doing. We're gonna go with wings. Uh, I'm going to grab this. We're gonna depict the stinger based off of my uh, snake tail, right? So I'm going to look up, even though there is sadly no snake tail. The California snake poisonous? I don't think so because it's a king snake. Google. Okay, so as I imagine, they are not, but they're also more immune to poison. So I'm going to go with paralyzing because they are constrictors. They constrict the other snake. I will grab regeneration just for usefulnesses. And let's see here. I mean, I know I'm part bird, but I don't think I'm going to grab beak. I do lift, and I'm very strong, though my joints are not. I'm going to grab double muscled. Uh, my hearing is shit and I have tinnitus. Can't really grab the plane here. Vision? Now, I also don't want to pick things that like remove equipped spots. Because things like carapace and quills act as your physical armor, and you cannot equip things over them. Same thing with stuff like horns and hook feet that we saw down below. I could just become a furry. Spinnerets would just be useful. But what else have is useful? Like the multiple arms, multiple legs is also generally useful. But I also have Chimera, and we'll have that pick up later. Hmm. I'm going to pick the claws, and then my logic for my claws is crabs, and then my zodiac sign is Cancer. So like the actual piece of shit Cancer I am, I'm going to have. I'm going to go with claws. Robin ETC. Howdy, buddy. Thanks for the follow. I am still making my character in case of quit, and I am very sadly just kind of mumbling about as I go through this. Just for shits and giggles, I guess I'll. Burning claws is expensive. It would also just help me get out of like a jam. So besides that, I shall. Sure, let's. The other reason I don't want to pick photosynthetic skin is that it literally turns my character green. Fuck it. Slime glands and thick fur. Oh, it says Robin Tick. Yo, what's up, man? Nothing much. I'm playing Caves of Cud because it the full version released yesterday, and I'm slightly recovering from some wild food poisoning that I was like ranting about for the first 10 to 20 minutes, as well as mildly ranting during the character creation. Oh, thanks, brother. Really love your stream vibes, Avion. Yeah, you probably picked a good day because right now I'm like, oh yes, I get to stream and also um, excited about game stuff. Okay, so I have like 44 points. So I'm going to kind of just be very neutral with my stat allocation. And what I mean by that is I'm going to actually I'm going to spend the most points that I can and have the most points available. And what I mean by that is like if I put points in here, for example, it still costs me 1 point. And now it costs me 2 points, so I'm going to stop. So I'm just going to go for the most points I can. Okay, is that your awesome game? I'm also a streamer, bro. Nice to meet you. Nice, nice. What do you like to do? Personally, I'm just currently playing the autism game. Okay, so I was going to explain with the stat allocation. So as you probably saw when I was increasing the points, it was like, oh, there's like a negative effect to what I'm doing if the stats are below the default of 16, and if the stats are above, it'll be like, hey, here's your bonus to that stat. Actually, I'm not going to increase agility. I'm going to increase willpower. Yeah, and as you can probably imagine, like 17 would be more pointless than like actual 18. So even if I put these two at that, it's like that doesn't feel too useful to me unless I actually is. So I'd rather just have the neutral and then the positive. Dreamsicle and so on from man, and I would like to be your friend on Discord, bro. And I don't get your Discord. Oh, my Discord's also just like Avion. Like, yeah, Strava is just Avion. Actually, checking that now. I realized I just pulled it, I pulled stream up on Discord up on the actual stream. That was unintentional. Over here. Yeah, sure, why not? Let me get a second. My accounts. Robin. Shift underscore. There you go. It's probably added. Okay, so we got you're the luck of being the minimal, tiny streamer with minimal chatters, so I could risk being like, oh yeah, sure, here's a friend request, take it. Have the silly Discord wave. Okay, there we go. Tinker. So for our name, since as I was explaining, this is just Avion. So now I got several pets I could choose from. Uh, some of them are from the DLC, and you could really just go without a pet. It really is just like the first follower you can get without making one within game. Is all this is, and it's completely unnecessary. But I'm just gonna pick one because I can, and I'm just gonna go with I don't know actually. I'll go with Bronzy. Yeah, Bronzy. I appreciate your effort of building up your channel, but you need to keep up. You need to keep the great work. Your Discord, bro. I am. I'm also looking at. I'm like, yeah. Uh, I try to remember to actually stream, but some days I literally wake up. I'm like, oh god, I'm in pain. But yeah, really, the only way that it'll actually pick up is if I just keeping what's the word? Consistent. Yeah, consistent. Consistency is key to actually being like, oh yes, I exist. I am here. I do things. I show up in the streams. Yes, but I do appreciate it. Okay, so for the starting location in Caves of Cud, the only difference of like picking Joppa and not picking Joppa is this is a recommend for new players, but this starts up the beginning of the story a bit more smoothly, and this one just puts you into like a different location on the map. However, you can when you pick these other locations, you can still go to and find Joppa, but it's going to be in ruins. Today we will not be doing that, and I will just be going with the natural beginning and just picking Joppa. Gun my riches, ye wealthy in despair, but do not touch. Embark. Where the caves of Cud. Trying to move my hands. There we go. On the 18th of Irut, you arrive on the oasis hamlet of Joppa, along the far rim of Magdrayi, with the great salted desert. All around you, moisture farmers tend to groves of viridian water vine. There are huts wrought from rock salt and brine stock. On the horizon, Quid's jungles strangle chrome steeples and rusted archways to the earth. Further and beyond, the fabled spindle rises above the fray and pierces the cloud-driven sky. Then we got the mechanimist down there, and he's shouting, trying to convert more people to the ways of the mechanimist, and I'm going to do a quick explore. Also might be useful when you're early on in the game is, what's up there? There we go. You can do an auto explore. Are you with me? Yeah. What just happened? Fence, Brian Stock fence destroyed. Did I just break the wall? My dumbass. Yeah, I'm reading both. Chats just yes. Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'm just gonna break through walls occasionally. Don't worry about this. I can't understand you, bro. Oh. Is the stream not working? That looks like it's working. Pick me up. There, message typeth. Shrine to Rethsef, the last sultan. The shrine depicts a significant event from the life of the ancient sultan Reshef. In 3 AR, Reshef cleansed the marshlands of the plagues of the Gyre and taught Abraham to sow water vine along its fertile tracks. So in Caves of Qud, there is sultans uh that you can find like history and landmarks of, but most of them are auto generated. The only one that is pre generated is Reshef. So Reshef is the only sultan that will be um, that is actually handcrafted. The rest of them are randomly generated. And okay, because I can see engagement. Eh, humble beginnings, dude. There we go. Let's piece of information in the Sultan Histories Rest Of section. Maybe anywhere else explore. So one of the things you definitely would check towards the beginning of the game that would be helpful for your exploration abilities is uh, auto explore, which is what I just did by hitting that, and then you can click that again. So it's like, oh, you've fully checked this map. You actually know you're not missing anything. You've fully looked around, and I tend to use that a lot. And then there's another one I'm trying to think of, another key that I like to use, but I don't remember where it's at. Planet adventuring. I'm not looking for any of this. Looking for. I thought it was tab. I had set to tab, but tab just pulled up the menu. Please? No. Search. That was just me looking. Where it, like, I'm trying to look up how I highlight interactables on the map because I don't remember what key I have that set to. Use. Looking for. Is it inter targeting? Right, there is a wish menu that I'd be very careful with, but it essentially allows you to do a cheat mode. Yeah, when I'm in menus like this is why I'm like, oh yes, this is very much an autism game. Edges of tracking your shift. Don't remember what key it is. nearest stand over down, stairway up. Everything else is still the same. Yeah, I don't remember what. Yeah, current location. Okay. I will mess with that later. I am getting slightly distracted with my menus. I'll just mess with it off screen. What is this dead body here? I know I like auto ran around, but I seem to have missed this corpse. Yeah, there's the blood. Go on. Okay, collect blood. Armor, cloth, sandals, human corpse. Someone died, for sure. And I'm not exactly sure who. I don't think I think that's just one of the water vein farmers. And I'm not sure why they died. I know I auto moved around, but that should not. I'm just gonna take their stuff. They don't need it. They're dead. Just there you go. There was never a person there. No body. Nothing. Didn't exist. So starting off in Joppa here, you will my mind is heavily distracted off of being split into 3 different places. You'll just be like, oh, what do I have? What do I do? I'm just in this town. Which is, that's pretty much it. You can just do whatever. Luckily, because this is Joppa, you can get some guidance by talking to the local people. So that's what we're going to do. Till I give you an idea of what things you can start with. Water hand. I live and drink, traveler. So what I knew to talk to this specific dude is because, you know, he's a different color. Yellow. Generally, a neutral color for things is like white. And things are differently colored. Like, I'm gonna interact with that thing to see what it do. Your thirst is mine, my water is yours. Begin a water ritual, a 1 dram of water. So a dram is like a unit of liquid in this game, and water is used for many things. From as a currency to actually fucking surviving. Because you will die if you run out of water. You also need to eat. However, eating is not so much of an issue because you could just kind of set up a campfire and eat food there. And then you're good. You're fine. So, I would say one of the best ways to get water early on in the game when you don't really have it, actually, is to trade. Just literally trade anything you have to people, and you'll get water back. It's fine. It will help you survive. I have somehow gotten... Where did my menu go? What happened? Oh, something with my mouse. Okay, weird. Here, take this. Actually, don't take the wrench. I want the wrench. Take... Oh, so that's odd, and this seems to happen when I tab out. Odd. So I've selected all of these to sell. And then I'm going to actually do that when I hit space. I thought it was space. Right? Is it O? Yeah, it's O, okay. Mohammed will have to pony up 7 drams of fresh water even on the trade. That will save you so much early on in the game when you don't know where the fuck to get fresh water. Literally, to get fresh water early on, just go up to a person, give them your junk, trade them anything, and then they'll pony up some fresh water, and then now you have water, and you won't fucking die. And then you can also do it like you can then use that water to do their water rituals and stuff. That is like the biggest early tip I have. I heard something. I heard it. Howdy, Viprola Code 65. Hey, you're an Austrian. I'd love to team up play some. I mean, I'll just. Yeah, of course. I'll get to it a bit later. Out your coordinate. Not necessarily, no. Yeah, no, I just didn't know if you wanted me to like actually like read aloud the Discord messages and just like reply to them on the side or whatever. But I'm just gonna reply to them on the side. Anyways, back to what I was saying. You can use the water to uh, hmm. Yeah, it makes sense. And with that, I'm gonna go to the restroom. But yeah, you see, you pop in the chat with me, having a good time. However, if you, for whatever reason, vehemently decide to hop in my Discord and try to sell me something on how to grow my channel, I'm going to just ban you and block you and tell you, leave me alone, dude. You're making me uncomfortable. I'm like, you're trying to sell me something. I don't want to be sold something. Just be gone. Be absolutely gone. You just get the fuck out of here. Um, I will go to the restroom, reset, come back, and then continue uh, back to the happy, enjoyable vibes I was having like about 30 to 40 minutes ago before it got absolutely fucking shat on. So, in momento, por favor. Anyway, okay, I'm back. So, after being derailed, I gave him like one chance to prove himself of not being a fucking weird dude trying to sell me something, being a weird dude trying to sell me something, get banned. Fucking nerd. Anyway, back to what I was doing. Because that just absolutely derailed my mood. Bit of shit, but you know, it's whatever, man. Shit's weird. It's like, oh, well, I block and ban someone when I am getting red flagged and annoyed and I am this small? Yes. Yes, I will. I am a literal who of literal who. I am so small that absolutely fucking nothing matters. And although I want to have affiliate so that I can have little emotes, I am completely okay with killing my own number because I don't want someone that is trying to sell me something in chat. And sure, you may have had all of the best intentions, however, you fucking you derailed me and you weirded me out. Get out of here. So, oh well, whatever. Also, the first time to have like the Brawl Code 65. I'm like, I'm not going to do that because of the aforementioned what happened with Robin. No. And well, did I open? I didn't even open the thing there. Now it's open. I can. My camera's actually changing things. Oh my god, sweet. You guys sound like you're from Kick. I get people on Kick that chat like that. Not people on Twitch. Anyway, we have Mehmet, and he is yellow. And okay, so what the water ritual entails is that you befriend this person, and you go into a separate tab of being able to ask them certain things for like a hint or a secret, or you can tell them a hint or a secret, and you can get more. You gain reputation with their factions and who they are friends with. So like if I look at him, right? Okay, yeah. If I look at him and it says he's loved by the villagers of Joppa, but he's hated by the Farmers Guild. So if I do the water ritual with him, I will gain reputation with the villagers of Joppa, but I will lose reputation with the Farmers Guild. But then he's going to become like my sworn brother because of the water ritual. And if I have enough reputation with the villagers, and I am disproportionately stronger than him or weaker than him, will depend on how much reputation it will cost to recruit him as a follower, like Franzi here is. Franzi can also die. I can also die. And your followers can also die, but they also can level up and do things. So that is my explanation of what the water ritual is. So anyway, water hidden. I live and drink, traveler. I am called Avion. Mehmet, the tongue says, live and drink, Avion. Can you tell me about your village, Joppa? Water vein, farm, in the lap of the marsh. You suck the moisture out of the vine wafer, yeah? We tend the plant here. Wind off the great desert cools the touch and gives up moisture. Just enough. A tongue can taste 100 kinds of wind, you know? Anyhow, that's where my wandering mind goes. More's about Joppa, I say, speak to our elder friend, Ivrudad, up northwise. The path. I'm in search of work. I have it then. Something is eating our water vine. Round beetle moon. Huron says he saw a creature, spider-like, slinking in the brine. But no cave spider would dare get so near Warden's stomps. I tasted a bit of red fleck in the pool, shale, like we find in the soil by Red Rock. A hike there, will you? To Red Rock? Just about 2 parasangs north of Joppa. Kill the vermin and bring one's corpse back. Foreseeing what it is, Elder will take care to pay you after, Water Hand. I will do as you ask, accept quest. So this is one of our first quests. What's eating the water vine? So as you can tell, they do kind of speak in a very odd way that is like typical English, as you would imagine. And I'm going to go over here and talk to this Dromad merchant over here. And the Dromads are just like camel people. Well, tend to be merchants. I'm a Dromad merchant city. Human, we are greeted! What do you desire? I'm Avion. Who are you? It is a pleasure to know this, human friend Avion. I am Tab. What kind of creature are you? I am Dromad, human friend. Some say Salt Strider. Do you know this? I do not. My people have walked the salt for thousands of years, meeting every creature that lives and thinks. From Pale Sea to the marsh of Joppa, and under the hanging hills, our chests are drawn. Do you live here? Joppa is my home, yes. I walked Magrahi, in the caverns of my brethren, in the Saltback, but upon meeting Elder Iridad, knew at once to settle down here. You will understand, friend human, if you speak to him. And if you look at them, you can see like what they have equipped, and it'll give you more details of what they look like. It'll also tell you that they're neutral and what difficulty you would have trying to kill them. A trade. Here's what he's got. He's got some artifacts, food, pins. I put my drams of water. I sold some things. Yeah, where'd the drams go? They should have went into the water skin. The fuck? I've been cheated. It's fine. I have an idea. Cat. Testifus. Testifus. Yeah, I have no idea how to say Testifus. Chat. Yeah, cat. Look. One starved night, a ray cat crossed the marshy loam and wandered into Joppa. The Watervine farmers, weakened by the joyful cries of a small girl, gathered around to revel at the favorable omen, and extolled the generosity of the beetle moon. Since then, Stephus has spent his days crawled under the shade of rhinestock huts and sauntering over dirt paths. As long as he's approached with care, he welcomes the hands of friends and strangers alike. Great. Not them drink. Pet. Yay. So, if you pet the glow cat, you glow. He is asleep. You're also asleep. You're also in your room. Is it nighttime? It is nighttime. I can tell by the top right. So I will, unfortunately, not be stealing things just yet. Oh, I did not mean to break that. You, I used to speak. Argyle. Argy? Allegany? What do you want to call this dude? Mumbling, exceeding mass thresholds. Perhaps a ganglionic teleprojector fitted with suspensors. Ah, I didn't notice you there. That's because I was ignoring you. Waste heat from the thermal cask or a centrifugal extraction to the heat density of sunslide. Expected deviation from the Clank constant. Must you bother me? What are you, some sort of water freak? Bondrenide pilgrim? Arconaut, make yourself fetch useful and fetch me a knickknack from one of the caves. Then I may reward you. Can I find a cave? There are caves everywhere, you dolt. Skip the surface of the marsh. Or head on east to the Rust Wells. Wander into the desert for all I care. We'll return with your knack. Now, you might be wondering, why am I helping a guy that's being a bit of an asshole to me? Well, you see, because I can. And because it's a quest and he'll give me some stuff, and it'll lead into later on in the story, actually. So if I go into my inventory, I can see that I have a left arm, one on hand's head, and some of the inventory has, the UI has significantly changed from when I was last playing this a lot, as it's a lot more pleasant to look at. And you see that I have in my hand a torch and a did I pick night vision? Let me check my attributes. Hours? Yeah, I did. I did grab night vision. Okay. So since I grabbed night vision, I don't have to worry about darkness. So I'm going to actually unequip the torch because this is fucking useless. And because I picked double muscled, which has things to do with bludgeoning, means I want to equip weapons that are blunt, which again would have been that stun rod or the wrench. I don't know. Wrench is new. I've never seen what the fuck a wrench is. But I'm going to fuck it, dual wield. Tail. Left and right missile is essentially your where you would equip like a gun. Is what that means. And you can lose an arm, and you can get decapitated, and unless you have two heads, that is an instant kill. And there are tonics that'll help you regenerate a limb, or because I'm a fucking whack mutant and I picked regeneration, my limbs will just grow back like a fucking lizard. So I'll be fine there. Basically, I picked a few things that'll just keep me alive and just get rid of a few annoyances. But losing a limb is not the end of things. There's ways to fix it with, say, tonics. And what he meant by a knickknack, which might have been a bit confusing unless I think if I go to quests, this is also extremely useful. They added it to where it shows you where the fuck the quest is from in the map. Actually helpful. So it says find a knickknack, and it says I've already done that. So the reason I've already done that is because I am a tinkerer. And what this means is, what he means by a knickknack is that he means an artifact. And what he means by an artifact is something technological, so like a grenade. Or a fucking folding chair. Just something. So give artifact. Grenade. Because this is actually the most useful thing I can use this for right now. Are you a useful one after all? Go! Fetch me another! If I must. Find another knickknack. Here. Another grenade. You've finished the step. You've gained a level. And I've also gained a mutation point. And some skill points and hit points. Archive whistles. Impressive, you. Maybe you're fit to poke around in my workshop and swap scrap with me. I've been wanting another apprentice. It's so unfortunate about Scref. What with the disembowelment and all. Take a seat. Over there. Now, to screw the nut on the bolt with an explanation. I'm on the cusp, you see. A grand discovery. The weird wire conduit is near assembled, and once it is, we'll be able to chat with anyone in instant time. From here to the Yid Freehold. But before I can finish, I need wire. As much as you could find. At least 200 feet. You should be able to scavenge it from the rust wells. Bet you your wire. So essentially he's wanting to build a fucking radio tower. You received a new quest, a weird wire conduit. Eureka. Because of course, in the weird biopunk, cyberpunk world of Case of Quid, what the fuck is a cell phone? When we have teleporters. That's by some trash, which is irrelevant to me right now. But because I've done a few things and I've befriended him a bit, I can actually, open up this sliding door thing. Yeah, so I can now steal from him and he won't care. But so this is actually kind of useless to me. I guess I'll take the vine wafers. Take the bow. Dark contraption. Examine. Right, because I'm an intelligent person, I can identify things. You identified the bizarre contraption as an electric generator. I would also be careful. If you try to identify something and you're fucking retarded, you might break it. And if you break it and you don't know what the fuck it is, because sometimes if you break things, you can repair broken things if you have the right skills. But if you're retarded and you break something trying to identify it, you will need a fix-it like spray foam. So you'll need to spray foam it to fix it for you, and then try to identify it again and hope that you don't break it again. Or else we, have to repeat the process. So I found out it's a fucking electric generator. A bizarre contraption. Damn it. An electroticus. Yeah. That is probably a sewing machine. That is indeed a sewing machine. Holy shit, who would have known? A lathe? A lathe. Speaker? Nothing in that. I'd like to store an item. Nah. That might be. Did I get burrowing claws? Is that why I'm doing that? Is that why I'm just like automatically trying to break walls and shit? No. My character is just absolutely deranged. Gotcha. A bizarre contraption. Damn, I think this is like a mill. Yeah, mill. Nah. Fine. A terracotta board has been painted of brown iron. It reads common mill. Water wheel? He's founding a restaurant, sure. Yeah, that's what I was saying. So like everything in Argyle's house is now considered also owned by me, so that's why I can just kind of steal shit from him. It's fine. I would like to until day. So there is a way to like wait fresh water from the canteen over yourself. Wait, if I do have water. Oh, it's in my water. Okay, I'm fine. I got some water. I'm okay. I'm alive. I won't die. I'm gonna just wait. And right now, I have my gnome key set to like move in to be able to wait stuff. I want to steal. Some things. Okay. Fuck. I got shit. Who are you? You're broken. Definitely. Sleep in there. Perfect. It's definitely. Yes. Hit, hit, hit. Oh, yes, good. Okay. And because I did it with the door closed, no one's gonna be angry because they didn't know what the fuck happened. Nothing happened. Nothing occurred. Hello there. Going to leave ever? Ah, yes. They turn on the left. Fortunately, Mitahara can see me. I'm not gonna do that. Yes. Seem upset. Trying to kill me. Is Franzi dying? Hmm. Franzi, do not attack them. Franzi, run! We'll be fine as long as we leave. Anyway, Franzi's dead. So much traveling pets. They will calm down if I leave and then come back. Elder, you see, it was only a bit of your money. It was only your life savings. It was only uh your savings for your daughter. You see, it's only that I may have made a mistake. Idea. Ah, how far am I running? Leave. Fuck, it's Crackjaws. I've made several mistakes. You see. Anything you see me also get out of here. Snapjaw. Snapjaws don't do anything. Oh, hello, pig. You might be. They'll make you might die. Anyway. Ha! Ha ha ha! Ha ha! Cheepy choo! Ha! Nothing happened. Anyway, let me look at you're cleaved. Sizzle features. Yeah, slapstick and a slapstick. Clean ya with some of the salt. Okay. Surely you'll be fine with a bit of healing. Let's wait. Let's wait. They heal, regenerate. Right? Yeah. Yeah, there they are. They're healing. It's fine. They never died. Nothing bad ever happened. Yeah, nothing bad. Nothing bad ever happened. They're still angry. Franzi. Don't fight, Franzi. Remember how long it takes. Ah, I got lost. Trying to remember how long it takes for them to de-aggro. I think they de-aggro. I could be completely wrong. Hmm. You know what? Let's just restart. Let's just not steal things this time, and everything will be okay. I have been severely sidetracked after like getting into the game and then the things happening with the funny little Robin. So we're just gonna start over from the beginning. Where was I? Because my brain has been completely fried as to the weird incident that was. Where was I? Yes, I was mutated human. Yeah, because they showed up like right here and completely how did I put this? Yes, I need to put that as like a rule. Like you will get banned if you throw off the Emperor's groove. That's what he did. He showed up and he threw off the Emperor's fucking groove. Yes. That's exactly what happened. Chat. Chat that was here. Chat that's not here. But if you throw off the Emperor's Groove, you'll get banned. Okay, what the fuck was I? I was a tinker. So, like, the reason I like to pick them is because they're intelligent. Why I wanted to pick a tinker is because they're intelligent, they can repair, they can disassemble things right off the bat, and I tend to do a lot of disassembling because I just kind of like to take everything I can and not really show up again. So, we're gonna pick tinker again. This is everything's fine, nothing bad ever happened. I'm going to go with all my stuff again and try to remember what the fuck was happening. So I was Chimera. Yeah, because of the Aeon thing I was talking about. Wings, paralyzing, Earth Poppy, myopic, cold blooded, brittle bones, amphibious. There we go. A lot of the physical defects are fairly negligible except for Arable Gmon. I'm going to pick Regen, Night Vision, because those are both helpful. And I will also just kind of go off of what else is really helpful. Quickness. Because the quicker you are, the more turns, the more actions you can take per turn. Or how should I say this? Everything has a quickness, and you can be twice as fast as other things. So you can take 2 turns when they take 1 turn, if you're fast enough, for example. And spinnerets is actually extremely useful because you are immune to getting stuck. And Slime Gun's also used because then you don't fucking. Some of these I may like never go any further than like 1 in the level because it's just not cool. The acute hearing will help me, probably. I remember I didn't want to take it because I have like fucking tinnitus, but yeah, it's like. Okay. We're resetting. It's fine. My brain will fix itself if I do this. Going for. No, not that. There. No. Toughness. Strength. Willpower. There we go. Next. Aim. Veon. So, I'd like to explain the chat. Maybe do not show up into a chat, derail someone, and have them have to like completely reset. Don't be a fucking cunt. Yeah, let's go, Franzi again. It's not my fault that they died. It is completely my fault that they died. Okay. Now, after that situation, I wonder who the fuck died. Let's just alt tab. Oh yeah, right. And when you auto explore, you pick up things automatically, and you do certain things automatically, like uh, pick up stuff that you are allowed to pick up. And if you're like a tinkerer like I am, because I'm started with, oh, and it does this too, because I cannot be bothered, right? I cannot be bothered to find like history stuff from looking at things, because sometimes stuff is like this. You'll find something that's engraved, and this is a perfect example of a Sultan history of something that is not Reshef. This one, because I'm a completely different character, is actually completely different from the last one. From the last Avion, Avion 2. So it shows right here some of the history of this other person, which is Ushid 4. That was engraved as seen from the life of the ancient Sultan Ushid 4. In 4435 VR, Ushid 4 won a decisive victory against the combined forces of college theocracy of Sadruk at the bloody Battle of Tarakad Den. As a result of the battle, Tarakad Den was so devastated by smoldering stardust, it was renamed the White Hot Flats. So this is, since this is explaining like a battlefield, this is probably going to show me a place that I can actually go explore. Yep, right there, discovered location of Sadruk College. Historic sites, yep. So I can now go to that location. And it's been marked on my map that, oh, this is a place where I can go playing stuff. Yeah, and it taught a room to sow water behind. Like I said, the stuff is the same. Yeah, really just don't steal anything. Oh, another one. Ushid second. Bed. At the Battle of Marthik, Mavaruk, Ushid II fought as a mercenary to liberate fungi. She wielded a periodic pistol with such prowess that it became forever known as Periodic Disica, the friend of fungi. So I already know two things just from reading this. So I know that there's a pistol at this historic site, and that it's going to give me reputation with fungus. So if I go there, I can probably find that pistol. I've learned nothing! Actually, this time, no, I'm just like here. This time my character didn't actually like break through walls, which is good, I suppose. You, you're the Beckonus convert. You have things to say. Wanderer, do you venture northwise into the great desert and nearer the 6-day stilt? So he's the guy over here preaching like a fucking Jehovah's Witness. I will ask him, what is the 6-day stilt? Ah, the great mechanist Temple of Glass, the sacred offering well, in history in stone relief, people by the Argent Fathers in statue and light sculpture, and encircled by the Grand Bazaar. I hear there are more people there than numbers in the void, and their chatter makes a sound wholly raw and new to the world. Will I go there and take my bauble? Will he offer it at the well where I cannot? Your bauble? Yes! My neighbor kin tire of the tale. I was scything the vine when the flat of my blade turned something loose from the soil. My heart has stirred before at the sight of chrome, but to free a small splinter myself, to slide a bead on the abacus of beauty. Love how Argive murders him the first opportunity he gets. Yep, howdy there, Dragon Gear 314. Does he still do that even though, even in the new update? I thought they fixed that. I think they fixed. Oh, that's great. That explains why I saw a dead body when I got slightly distracted by a less than honorable chatter, and I completely reset. A free book for a library. Hell yeah. Why can you not go? A friend, I would be a smoldering heap, cooked to death by the ray of a dawn glider. I would be a slug-riddled corpse by the rifles of the Iscari. It's a charity. I think I'm just going to call him Iscari. There is no kindness in the great desert, and a little more in the kings. I cannot go. I will make the journey. Let me drink. Receive not a trinket. Yeah. Stay in that room. I'll come back to hopefully, potentially your dead corpse. I'm gonna do the speaking to the archive. Uh, which I'm actually gonna say because I've already already read what he said earlier. I just kind of got, like I said, sidetracked and then restart. So I'm going to very quickly do the thing you do. I'm just like, here, take knick-knack. Take. I could. I could just toss this bauble over to archive. But I'm just going to throw on my grenades. Yay, I'll level up. There we go, there's the wire thing. Now I could steal it from his room without any weird things happening. Take this. Dude, you got a fucking rifle? Taking it. Assemble that. There we go. Freely stolen from Argyle. You ever found nano crayons? I'm like 100 hours in the game. Nano crayons, I'm pretty sure you just mean like the crayon box, right? I forget what you can exactly color with those. But it's like it's the artifact, right? Actually, might have been what he gave me. If I remember a check. There's. Since I am a tinkerer, I should be able to examine these just fine. Fire iron. Telescopic monocle. There's a 1 in 500 for a crayon box to act as a full-on wish. Jesus. Fucking Christ. I didn't know there was a chance for the crayon box to do that. That's terrifying, actually, because then you're just gonna accidentally do something you didn't intend it to. Might as well learn that. What do I have on my head? Then, absolutely nothing useful, so I'm going to essentially. What do you do? Yeah, might as well. At least do something. Microchip. Disassemble. Iron. Gun? It looks like a gun, doesn't it? I guess it's not. Gun the Kessel faces Joppa before. That'd be fucking weird. I'd just be like, how'd you have this? Why did you have this? I do like one of the neater things from the update is how some of the characters in Joppa got like their personal sprites. Like how our warden here has 4 legs. Snapjaw then had Newton Flux. Please tell me it was in a vial. Live and drink, ye underling. Warden Yirem. It's also neat that it does explain like the physical features of like Icy Vapor. This person can definitely has the mutant effect of doing freeze ray from reading that. Spawn the Kessel face, walk a screen, die to neutron flux. Fair. Just for reasons of not hating my life, I am playing on roleplay. And so that I can actually get somewhere in these this let's stream play thing. Did I speak to Mitahar? I forgot. I know I did previously. There we go. And I could talk to good old dad. Or their dad. Highly fair. I like the pain of classic. I mean, classic is fun. But if I want to actually get anywhere with the story and explain to people the game, might as well do it in a where I'm like, here is the friendly version that you can actually see what all the game has to offer, learn how to play the game, and then try your hand at classic and then watch yourself like die instantly. I did think it was cute though when they gave their dad a daughter over here. Ah, there's a new face. I am Nima Ruda, town apothecary. If your feet point to Cud, you'll need some of my wares before you go. Where are you from? I grew up right here in Joppa, daughter of the elder and all. Spent some years delving, but gave it up after a few new escapes and nearly deadly wounds. I'm better suited to herbalism anyway. And my father worries less. He, he yeah, it's just nothing much. I just rolled with gunkin and jacked pistols. Fair. I forget what I have. I've just what's that? Got I have fucking where is it? Double muscle. So I'm gonna go with like bludgeoning weapons. To double down on that paralyzed shit and then just beat the fuck out of it while it's not moving. Also, one of the things I decided to do was to be a chimera. Because if someone finds out about Caves of Quid through me, then I want them to be like, hey, there is a completely different character that you could play besides my character. So I picked the a chimera mutant to really restrict how my character plays. I'd be like, there's so much other stuff you can do. I guess I'll just keep equipping the wrong staggers. Actually, we'll instead swap them. Even though I could have just said, oh, this wouldn't be my primary limb. You're up to 6 attacks with me. Single weapon fighting, plus cudgels, plus back swing, plus double muscle equals stun box for days. Up to 6 attacks with main hand. Yeah, pretty much. You just be like, you, I decide that you will no longer move and you will stand still as I beat the shit out of you. Trying to issue the 5th. The Aphead Scourge. A lot of Ushids, Sultans. A whole line of them. While traveling through Tugamboa, Ushid V stopped at a tavern, the Shrine at Sheshura. There he lost his prized worldly brother, the woe of the villagers of Ezra, to a local pickpocket. He cursed the tavern, and left the shrine at Shishur. That one is specifically saying I can go there and find that. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Yes. I am the smart character class, but the truest thing I do is just hit things really hard with a blunt stick. They all will fear my power of brick. Oh, that was this place word. Also, I forgot I leveled up earlier, but I didn't do anything with that. Let's see here. Well, that game was like a mutation point. You ever want to put one in something? let's put it into wings, because that way I can actually fly instead of fly and then fall on my face constantly. Bonk, bonk, bonk. Simplicity does work very well. Super smart. Best choice of option? Beat the fuck out of it. Hit it till it dies. But then I also forgot. Okay, skills. You probably already understand this, but I'm going to quickly go over how skills work in the game. So since I have put as much intelligence as I can into my attributes, I get more skill points per level up, and more skill points means more skills to select. And they basically just are, in a way, they're perk trees, is probably the best way I can explain it. So as it actually shows a bit better here, it's like, oh, starting cost is like 75 skill points. Then you actually have access to the perks below in that skill tree. So for this character, because as me and Dragon Gear were discussing, bonk, bonk, bonk. So I'm going to get a cudgel. Yes. And that comes with the starter skill, which is like cudgel proficiency. And then it shows like what requirements you will need for other things. And through time, I will increase my stats through various funny means, such as drugs. Going to go multi-weapon or single? For now, I do not have a shield, but I will eventually go single weapon and just pick up a shield. Because though I have okay, well I do have Chimera. It might be a good idea to go multi-weapon because I might grow more hands. But then again, that's the question. I might grow more hands. I don't know if I will or not. 40 more skill points. There is some some things that I like to take that help early on. Oh, right, I don't have. I have skills in where, because of the classes and things I picked, I have skills in wayfaring, but I don't have wayfaring. So everyone starts out with make camp, which is in wayfaring, but you don't have wayfaring. One of the things I'm thinking of is that I will eventually need to get. I will eventually need to get scavenger, so I can rifle through trash. So it's, instead of just leaving trash piles everywhere, I can actually make something useful out of it. And one of our first quests was to go to the water vine. If you ascend in the area, or like kind of like go up on the map or up on the world, you can actually get to the map area, which is where now you are now in the overmap, or like overworld, where you like actually explore things. So Joppa is usually around here, and I would explain that the safer areas is like here in the deserts, the marsh, and some of the canyons. But difficulty in this game is pretty much left to right increasing. Yeah, safer. Quotation marks, exactly. Safer. Especially if you walk in front of a kraken. Do not stand in front of it. You'll probably be fine. But some of it is also like some of the places. Oh God, one of the Saturday College is all the way up there. I'm not gonna go there. I can go to that extorts. I can go to Tugamore. Uh, the rivers is also kind of like walking through. How would I explain going in the rivers? Moonstare is fun. Moonstare is the optimum of what the fuck is going to happen next screen. Yeah, Madpole Hell. Yeah, I was trying to explain the best example of what a Madpole Hell is. and I'm guessing it's like it's like walking through a storehouse of buzzsaws. Yeah, the storehouse of buzzsaws. Limb be gone. Yes. Rivers are limb be gone. I have regeneration. It's fine. I'll lose my foot. It'll come back. Uh, around here is drugs and liquids, but mostly drugs. Frogs. Acid trip and death. But our first quest asks us to go to Red Rock, which is this little location, and a parasong. Since the game might not explain to some people, a parasong is just one of the squares, and each square is like a 9x9 grid. So if I am in the middle of the squares, that is the actual location that is being shown up on the map. So like the village of Joppa is in the middle of a 9x9 square. If I go up 1, 2, then I'm at the bottom of the Saltmarsh square. So if I go up like 1, 2, 3, 4, then I should be at Red Rock, for example. But I'm going to go back. I'm done looking. I'm going to go back downstairs, which will just down. Yeah. So I'll go back down to where my current location is. So like it says, I'm south, which just means I'm at the bottom of the square. I could just kill. Things in EXP. Might be a good idea, but I got Franzi. He'll be fine. We might die to an alligator. Who knows? Most likely, we'll just get hit by a rock and die from fucking baboons everywhere. Yeah, travel to Red Rock. Okay, baboon. Ow. Okay, it's fine. The baboon might follow me into the next screen and die. Baboon. There's been more baboons. See. Get. Die. Franzi, help. Franzi, you're useless. Or baboons. Or baboons is a very good thing that will definitely possibly kill me. It's fine, as long as there's not a legendary... As long as it's not a legendary baboon, I'll be fine. Ow. Yep. It's 2 baboons. We have made progress. Got a historic set of legendary baboons once. They all have follower baboons. You just walked into the wrong neighborhood for real. Alright, well, I think I'm leveled up, so... At attribute point, I am going to... Bot. Probably just put in... Because as I thought about it, I'm like, wait, if I put it into strength, I'll take it to 21 if I remember seeing some of that for the skills. Oh yeah, right, also train double muscle will increase my strength. Didn't think that through. I was wielding 4 hand rolls. It did not fare well. Okay. At least you had some measure of defense, such as blasting them to pieces. That also